This is Earnings Preview, a look at companies reporting during the week, along with companies which may have positive or negative earnings surprises. We're looking ahead to the week of July 13th through the 17th with our senior market analyst, Charles Rotblut. He keeps track of all of the minutia that goes on in the markets and in the earnings arena, especially during reporting times, which we're in another one of as we speak here. So we've got 6 Dow components scheduled on the docket to report as large cap stocks kind of dominate here for the first week of earnings season. Among them, there's a special note of attraction for Intel, apparently, on the street. A lot of eyes are going to be on Intel's earnings to kind of tell what the health of the chip sector is.
There will be, and we actually have some good indicators heading into Intel. Not only have we seen some analysts raise their second quarter forecast, we've already had positive numbers out of Micron and National Semiconductor, and I should say positive relative towards expectations. Micron still lost money, so I don't want to make it sound like they made money, but we did see those two companies top expectations. We've previously seen Texas Instruments raise its second quarter guidance. Even Xilinx, which recently cut its guidance, really had an issue with product supply, not with business demand. They really didn't have enough product to match orders. So we're looking at this recovery in the semiconductor industry start to take hold, and that really bodes well for Intel. And Intel does have a track record of topping expectations. So when you look at the bigger picture, it does suggest we should get better than expected numbers out of Intel.
So as far as the sector is concerned and the health of the sector, are you one of the people in the camp of a rebound for that entire chip sector or just stabilization right now?
Well, I think we're in the early stages of recovery. So it's important for people to realize it's not that we're going to start seeing these fantastic numbers, but I think we're going to start seeing a gradual improvement for the chip sector, and it's a big step in the right direction.
Been a lot of talk about Google recently. They report also this week, right?
They are. There's been a lot of talk because now they're discussing actually taking their operating system that runs the Chrome browser and actually going head-to-head with Microsoft and using it as a full-scale operating system.
Right.
But I think with Google, we are seeing estimates revised upwards. Obviously, the big question is how's our search engine advertising actually holding up? The problem with Google is they really don't give any guidance. So analysts are making somewhat of a guessing game. I do have them listed as a company that could surprise, but I think people should realize that Google really doesn't want analysts making quarterly estimates, and the analysts on the street, well, that's their job. So you do have a little, push and pull there. And so we should be interesting, but Google does have a history of actually beating expectations. Sales of the Android phone have topped 1 million. So it does look like we could possibly have some upside, but I should let people know that, yes, Google does not give any guidance, and so analysts are making their best judgment on various trends that they're seeing.
So this could be potentially a volatile week with these earnings reports coming out, depending on what they say?
It could be. We want to see companies top expectations. We want to see them have some type of visibility into the second half of the year and at least either reaffirm guidance or give guidance that's a little bit above expectations. If we give that, hopefully that should spur some buying. I think people need to keep an eye on Wednesday. We have Intel reporting Tuesday night. A lot of economic reports coming out Wednesday, including the Fed minutes coming out 2:15 in the afternoon. So I think for the entire financial markets, and especially when you include the weekly crude inventories, it could be a very volatile day for the entire U.S. markets. The commodities, stocks, bonds, all that could come into play, and we could see possibly higher than normal volume even.
You expect to see anything in those minutes that we don't already know as far as the Fed is concerned?
I don't expect anything shocking, but you don't know what phrase traders are going to grasp on and say, aha, and then do something in reaction to it. Obviously right now there's a lot of scuttlebutt about whether or not we'll get another stimulus. The Fed hinted about exiting out of some of its programs right now. So I don't expect anything surprising, but I think people are going to look for a sense of what the Fed's going to be doing over the next 6 to 12 months. And any key phrase in there could have people going in one direction or the other. It's hard to say because you never know exactly what's in the minutes, and you never know exactly how traders are going to react to a specific phrase within the minutes.
And July stock options expire at the end of the week on the 17th, and do you expect that to add any more volatility?
I don't expect it to really add much volatility at all, especially since we have seen light volume. It can always have potential to do something on there, but we're really not looking at an end-of-quarter situation where we have quadruple wedging. But it is on there, and I want people to realize that is happening. And certainly, if you're holding on to some options, for July, make your decision within the next few days about what you're going to do with them, either sell them or exercise them.
All right, companies that could surprise to the upside as well as the downside are listed in the text version of this earnings preview piece that Charles has put together, and you can access that by going to Zacks.com's homepage and clicking on the headline right next to Charles' picture near the bottom of that page. With Charles Rotblut, I'm Terry Ruffalo.